Well, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a wonderful day today. Um, I'm having a wonderful day. I have my cup of Joe here from my best friend, Monica. Thanks again, Monica. A swig to you. And I just wanted to say, oh my goodness. Uh, I don't know if it's age. Now my voice is going. I don't know if it's age or my double chin. I'm not sure which one. Just teasing. Um, I don't know if it's age or people have gone through this before. I have coconut oil on my face, don't mind me. I don't know if people have gone through this since you've gotten older or it's just me. But the other day, I was wearing my flip flops, and who knew that you could actually fall on grass on flip flops, in flip flops? But guess what? I did. I'm probably about the only person that did in this whole entire universe because that's me. That's what I do. I do silly things. So I took like a whole week trying to recover from that, or however many days. And yeah, feeling a little bit better and feeling a little groovy, if you know what I mean. Anyways, boy, I guess I better put my glasses on for this because I need my glasses. But I think this is one of the things that I picked up in my very first find getting into doing this. And it's got your beautiful floral pattern on the front and that kind of like that sponge look, sponge wear look with the painting. And this is from a family called the Cash family. And they're known for their floral prints. How come every time I get on here my frog comes back? But just today I realized that this is an actual creamer. I thought it was quite large for a creamer, but when you think about it, it's actually ideal for a creamer because this is a creamer from back in the day. Okay. And then this is an oldie too, but I'm just saying this is from the 1950s, so maybe it was for families that had large gatherings and they didn't want to keep on filling up their creamer or, keep running back and forth for that. So this is actually ideal. I love it. It's from Italy. And oh, I'm so sorry. It's not from Italy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's the Cash family. It's hand painted, and they're from Tennessee. My apologies. And it's in really really good shape for its age. 1950s. I mean, yeah. There's no crazing in the bottom. There's nothing, and it's signed, hand painted. It always struck me as like hand painted, like the time that was put into these really beautiful vintage things. Like, look at the detail. It's actually beautiful. I would actually use this. I would use this today. And I was saying in one of my other videos is that it's really nice to have things from the past. And when you're decorating your table, just pull out some of the old stuff and incorporate the new with the old, you know? I think that would be really nice. I don't entertain like that anymore, but if I did, this would definitely be coming out. I mean, I could still, if I was to keep this, I could still use it because I may not entertain as far as a table and like the whole setting, but if I have, a few people over and we're sitting outside, they want a coffee, you know, imagine pulling that out. That'd be really pretty. That'd be something really unique. And I'm always thinking about, like, even if you wanted to just put flowers in it and some dry flowers, or I think it would be fine putting a bit of water in and having some fresh flowers too. You know, so whatever your little heart desires, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. So 1950s creamer. And like I said, with it being that large, it's really, really nice to have that kind of space in a large creamer. Man, I love my coffee. Okay, now, what is next? Um, I got this also quite some time ago. I kind of forgot about it. It does need some cleaning, like polishing, because this type of plated, silver plated stuff, you know, it gets. But this one here is silver plated candlestick holder with the lotus flower bowl in the center. And it's made by F.B. Rogers from Italy, in Italy. And I'm sure you've seen them around. They're very, very, very beautiful. Now, I don't know if the company was produced in the 1900s to the 1940s or this actual piece. Center triple taper candle holder. And I don't really see anything on the bottom, a marking. Sometimes it's signed, but it's in places you wouldn't expect. And then it's got this really nice design up in here. So that's really unique. And it would go for a certain look. Like if you had a farmhouse look, yeah, I don't know if you would like. There's a lot of times things are nice, but it just doesn't go with your decor. But this is really, really nice. Like I said, I've had it for quite some time and I've been meaning to put it up. Actually, I do see a stamp here. Oh, well, wouldn't you know? From Italy, and it says, it's hard to see, FBR. So FB Rawlings, that's it. Or Rogers, my bad. Yeah, so you would just put your tapered candles in there. And then you could even get a flower frog, I think they're called, and put that in the center, and then you can just have all your flowers standing up in the flower frog. I don't know how that would work out, but it's pretty neat. I thought it was different. I personally had never seen anything like that, but now, where did I put it? Oh, this platter I just got a few months ago. It's dusty. But this platter is from Portugal. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's very durable. Like chips and cracks don't really happen a whole lot to these. The company itself says that they're very durable. Um, I love the pattern. I'm starting to, when I see a pattern, know, oh, that's from Portugal or that's from Italy, or I'm getting better. Not always am I right, obviously, but, and then in the back, it's got the little flower and it says made in Portugal. And that would be a nice serving platter. Just all the beautiful colors. And even if you were doing a certain dish, that would be nice to put out on the table. I think it's ceramic. Yeah, I think so. earthenware. That's it. Earthenware. So yeah. And then you've got that really nice pattern in the middle. I don't know if you could see it there. And then your patterns going all the way around. And then just being so nice and colorful. The fact that it's from Portugal is really, really nice. Because a lot of times you'll find things and they're from the same place all the time. So when you get something that's actually a little bit different. Oh, I forgot to show you my top. I Dream of Jeannie. Oh, geez. That is the top of the day. I love it. Oh. And what else was I going to show you? I had something else out. This, I can't find anything on it. Nothing, nothing, nothing on it. But I thought it was great, so I'm going to show you it. This pot. Now, there's a thing called a chocolate pot with the really, really short spout. And then there's the inside of it. It's all clay. So I'm thinking, I mean, I guess it could be, let's see. This will kind of be a dead giveaway if I see. No. Oh, okay. Okay, there's a bunch of holes right at the spout. So that would lead me to believe, and again, I'm not an expert, so I don't know, but in my noggin, I would think that that is actually for tea because of all the holes that's near the spout. Geez, the maid hasn't been around to do any dusting. I'm going to have to fire her or him. But look at the detail. I don't know if I'm going to part with this one. I'll see. The detail's absolutely stunning. The colors. Look at this. Just even in there. And then, there you go. It's almost like a stoneware. Let's see. Maybe something's written. Yeah, it's signed on the bottom, but I have no idea what that even says. I don't know if there's a way of finding out who actually made this, but I mean, on the sense of like, obviously it was made, I mean, I would think some time ago. See how nicely the lid is made? I was thinking even it almost looks like a stoneware, the lid and the bottom, but I could be wrong once again. I'm learning too. And then, yeah, and then, because if it was chocolate, why? I mean, I don't know enough about chocolate containers like this, but I do know that it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. There's holes in the top for your steam to come out. It's got the little holes inside in the spout for, I would even think, loose teas. If you put your tea in here, then it has no way of escaping the leaves. But even the glaze on it is absolutely stunning. I feel like it's worth something. Again, nothing, maybe 80 to 150, but I could be completely way off the rails on that. But just the glaze, the fact that it's signed, it's a good weight. It probably looks heavier than it is. It still does have some good weight, but it's not like as heavy as it probably looks. But yeah, I love this. Love it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this. I'm just thinking too, for me to actually have tea in this and pour it. But again, I guess if you're having tea with company, they could pour it for you. Yeah. So that's that. And I just wanted to let you all know my son is doing extremely well. That's the dust on the teapot. So if you watch my other video, the dedication to my son Noah, he's was in a really, really bad car accident, and he is in rehabilitation. They have him in the water. They have him on this bed that you put your foot in and you slide your foot back and forth to exercise the hip. Um, so he had surgery on his hip. His hip was in really bad shape from the accident. He had um, brain trauma. He had surgery on his neck. Um, those things obviously, are going to take a lot of time to heal. But again, like my video was saying, I'm just in such belief of God that all of this is, you could take it one way or you could take it another way. You could take it, and this is what I'm teaching myself, is I could take it where I could relive the thing in my brain over and over again, the actual event, and be sad every day over it. Or you can choose to, well, first of all, number one is believe in God, but also know that um, positivity, the strength you have in the Lord, uh, your thoughts, your emotional state, all that stuff also helps the person that's going through it to knowing that they can come to you and talk to you if they're feeling a certain way. Um, just things that I think when we do go through things, whether it's the actual person that it happened to or family and friends, it's all about how we take it all in, how we let it affect us. Do we let it affect us or do we move forward? Definitely, we don't forget about it, because then that's just putting it under the rug and then it creeps up later on. But to see the progression in my son, see his strength, both physically, mentally, spiritually, all of that stuff, then makes you know that, well, if that person's doing well and he's, I don't want to say okay with it, but he's the one going through the physical, the emotional, the spiritual part. So as a family, it's really important for us to um, be there for him, um, and know that he can, the door's open to express anything that he wants to talk about. And the reason why I bring this up is that I know there's a lot of families out there that have their own struggles, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the same, but just growing up in life and learning, it's so important to not just go day by day and not take a look within yourself and see what those things are that needs to be worked on as a human. But we're all human. We all go through a lot of things, and we it's good to know that there's that inner growth that you want to do in order to be better for yourself, for God, and for your family and friends and strangers too. Like if I go out, I try to smile at someone. I'll be somewhere and they just kind of look over and I'll say, good morning, or say something kind to them. You don't know, you just might make their day. When you go through a drive through to get a coffee, and that person kind of sounds down and it's like, good morning. It just does something to you where it's like, just give me that coffee and let me get the heck out of here. But maybe even try to say, well, good morning, like even if they're saying it in a way that's not, because we also don't know what just happened before they got to work too. So we could either judge and say, well, what a, shouldn't be like that at work. But maybe we could change her day by saying a simple, energetic good morning and be very kind. So I'm going to leave you on that note with, I love saying a few little things that might brighten your day at the end of these, because I think that we all need um, to work on ourselves, to always look at ourselves, to always listen if someone has something to say about you without being defensive, so that you can learn and grow, you know? And I think it's a beautiful thing. So if there's anything out there you guys want to say to me, keep it to yourself, would you? I'm just teasing. No, come and tell me so that I can learn and grow too. So, on that note, stay sane in this crazy, crazy world we live in. Bye for now.